Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you're listening to the podcast on every podcast app or anything you're listening to. I'm
Whatever.
sorry. Yeah, my mood is just off. I got to woke up this morning. My daughter's had a nosebleed. It must be a little bit too dry in her room. Things like that kind of threw the whole mood off in the morning.
You got to
You know what I'm
bump up
saying?
that humidifier volume, bro. You got to
Yeah,
level up.
I gotta turn the humidifier up. I think I need to install a fan in her room.
Bro, it's dry as shit in LA. I swear to God, man. I was coming over there, and we were there for like a week and a half, and I woke up like, oh my God. It was bad,
Yeah.
dude. If you don't have like at least a gallon of water next to your bed, it's a struggle.
Yeah, and that's the thing about, having kids. They can't just wake up and drink some water and go back to sleep. They want to wake up and be up for a minute, and then you're up for a minute, and then all that. So I think I'm gonna put another humidifier in her room, but I think I am gonna make sure she gets a fan. If not in next month, but definitely before the summer. But I gotta get that in there because she needs a fan in her room.
Yeah, circulate. Just not as long as it's not like directly on it, that'd be all right.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna it'll be a ceiling fan. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I
Well,
think
you
that's
gonna
the
go
best.
install a ceiling fan? Damn.
Yeah, I'm a handyman, kind of. You know what I'm
Tim
saying?
Toolman Taylor over here.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't
I don't know.
that's a big task. I don't know if you can
That is
just
a
like
big task. I
install a
might have to
ceiling
ask
fan.
somebody to come and do that one.
Yeah, you can bold over here. Okay.
There's something about electrical that I still feel like I shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. And I went to the basketball court yesterday, and I got a funny question for you.
Okay.
So I feel like people are in separate categories when it comes to this, and I don't know if I'm just like perhaps just overly aggressive, but whenever I'm like just shooting around, because it was nice out yesterday. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri. It was like 65 yesterday, which is a whole nother topic. What the fuck is going on? But
One more right.
I'm out there shooting, and this guy pulls up and he goes and plays on the other side of the court.
Okay.
I was just like, oh yeah, what's up? We wave and stuff. And then I'm just like, I want to get a workout in. I'm trying to get, rid of this, tummy LBs, the tummy LBs. Like I'm getting a little fat. That's what I'm trying to say. And so I asked him, I walked over there and I was like, hey man, if you want to, shoot around or like, play some one-on-one, some light one-on-one, I'm trying to lose some weight, let's get it. And he's like, no, I'm good. I'm just like, oh, okay, respectfully. But it's just like, my question for you is like, are you the initiator? Do you ever, when you're playing basketball and just shooting around at a court and someone pulls up, are you gonna ask them to play one-on-one, or are you just gonna like, just say hi and just keep shooting?
I think I'm gonna just say hi and keep shooting.
See, that's just
One
not
on
my
one.
style.
I know that's not you. That's not you. But yeah, for
I
me,
want to
a
play
one on
one-on-one.
one, especially if I'm going out there to lose some LBs or chill out and take a shoot around. Like I'm usually
Yeah,
shooting by myself. If it turns from like one on one to about 2-on-2, like two more people show up, like
yeah.
then I start talking. There's something about the intimacy of one on one.
It's
Like
too
you
much.
just
It's too
can't
much.
play some random person one on one.
Nah, I'd say fuck that. Because like I'm not gonna it depends on like how athletic. You can usually typically tell if you're gonna go hard one-on-one, or like I also like just light one-on-one, like it I mean the whole if you miss, you're out kind of thing, like more like King of the Hill kind of vibes. I like that. And plus you just get a better workout playing against someone, So I feel like you can usually sense that vibe if someone is down or not. And if they're not, it can get a little awkward, but it's just worth it, in my mind. Cause like I'm there trying to get a workout. And man, I swear I can tell I'm out of shape because I was like shooting and every shot was short. So it was just really depressing. That dude, I mean, if you would have played me, he probably would have kicked my ass, honestly. Cause
Really?
I'm
What
just,
do you
yeah,
look like?
I'm
Wait,
just
hold
so
on,
out of
hold on.
shape nowadays, dude.
You
It's
said what?
frustrating. Huh?
Wait. I'm sorry. My computer's about to die. Man, this whole time, this is all just ridiculous right now.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
out of
having
whack.
I'm just having a rough morning, people.
I'll take that back, though. I mean, I don't think you would have beat me one-on-one, but I'm just trying to be nice. I'm trying to say, hey, you would have had a chance, but everyone has a chance at the champ.
The
Champ
champ.
always prevails,
The champ always prevails, huh?
Yeah.
So you just calling yourself the champ.
Yes, sir. And Charles is always scared to play against me. So
I am not scared. Oh, hold on. Let's start this back up since you want to start talking smack on the way back. I'm back. I'm charged up. Now he out here saying I'm scared of playing. No one's scared of playing you, dog. No one's scared
We
of
had a
playing.
chance to play over. I was there for a week, whole week, and yeah, I get it. You got responsibilities. Yeah, you got a child. You got a
Child,
family.
job,
You got
a
a
lot of
job.
this.
I get it.
Yes, yes.
I'm trying to play basketball at 2 p.m., bruh.
Well, hey, look, I was ready to play in the morning. Where were you at? Playing golf. You know what I'm saying you got your
That's
half and
I'm
half
working
now.
on that skill too. You know,
And I'm saying you are, and everybody's pushing me to get to that area too to start playing golf. And it's a bit difficult
you've
for
changed
me.
your mind. You've gotten back into it. I mean, you've seemed to gain some interest
I
recently
have gained
on
some
golf.
interest. I'm terrified on how hard it's gonna be. Like my competitiveness, I feel like I'm just gonna be obsessed with trying to get better as much as everybody should always be obsessed with trying to get better. But I feel like I just don't got the time.
Challenge
Just
yourself, brother. You need to be okay with looking like a fool. You know, because everyone, whenever they're new at something, they look like a fool. You know, so it's like you have to be open to that. You have to. I mean, you're gonna shank a lot of balls, but it's worth it. It's a fun game. You get out there in nature and you get a drink, maybe smoke a joint. You know, depending on the party, but
Mhm.
it's a good
I
time.
think I think that's one of the hardest things for me is to be vulnerable like that, to know that okay, like I might look like a damn fool.
Oh
Like
yeah,
I might
you're gonna be trash. You're gonna be
I'm be
straight trash.
awful
Yeah.
publicly, and it's something that hasn't really been a problem for me because I've always stayed in the safe space of, obviously working in my field or playing basketball
Mm.
all the time and things like that. Golf is just a whole different world to me. Just everything about it just seems so uncomfortable.
It's
You
healthy.
know?
It's healthy to it's healthy to get into stuff that's new and try new things and be trash every once in a while because then it's a humbling experience.
Yeah, yes, very, very, very vulnerable.
Yeah.
Um, so we get into it, man. I mean, this dude has been balling, doing his thing, getting shout outs from Allen Iverson now. Allen
Yeah.
Iverson now, Ja Morant hanging his jersey on his MVP trophy and said sooner or later, which is a could happen. I mean, at the beginning of the year, obviously we talked about we didn't like how everybody was comparing Ja to um
Derrick
Derrick
Rose.
Rose.
Yeah.
And shoot, again, Derrick Rose is trending because Ja Morant had a great game. And it's
Yeah.
funny, Ja Morant's 52-point game finally makes all NBA teams have a 50-point player, which is
Yeah.
crazy. I thought Memphis scored 50 points before. I thought Mike Conley had done that, but it's crazy that Memphis was the last team to
Yeah.
have a 50-point score.
That's
So
wild.
he's been killing it 52, 46, 20, 44. He's averaging 41 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists on 53% shooting, 43% from three. Like he's knocking down his
That's
threes.
what, 8 games or something or what?
I mean, yeah, the last 4 games.
That's for him. Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah, yeah.
Fucking career or like
Yeah.
the season? That's
No,
wild. Um,
that's so
yeah, I don't know. I think we'll lightly touch on the Derrick Rose comparison, and my whole thing is just like, why don't you just let Ja be Ja? Like, why do we got to compare him to another player? It's
Mhm.
like, let's not disrespect either or. They're both very they're guards that have bunnies. So it's like I get it. They jump out the stadium. They're very electric, and
Mhm.
people are quick to make the assumption or make the comparison that Derrick Rose and Ja Morant. I get it, but it's just like, dude, let just Ja Morant be Ja. Let's respect Ja. Let's not look at the past. Let's just focus on what he's doing now. It's incredible. The fact that he's carrying this Memphis team. No disrespect to all the other players like Desmond Bain and Jaren Jackson. They're all really good too. But Ja Morant is like the leader of that squad, and he's taking them to. I think they're tied for second right now in the
Yeah,
West,
yeah,
which is
it's
wild.
it's
Or
and you're
yeah,
right because
they're third. Yes.
yesterday he had 52 points and the rest of the starting squad had I think 12.
Yeah. So
So
he's just
uh
really shifty, man. It's like it's really hard to guard him, especially when he's running around the elbow kind of. And he does that like pick and roll, and he's just always doing these like he'll do like 8 hezzies in one possession, and it's just it's wild. It's near impossible to guard that shit. He's so herky jerky, and it makes it really tough for all these. And I'm concerned about playing them potentially in the playoffs because we don't really the Suns don't really do well against super athletic point guards. That's like our
mm,
Achilles heel, it seems at
So,
times.
yeah. Well, I was gonna go somewhere else, but I just have to mention this, man. That yesterday's game brought so much joy to my heart. Yesterday's game, Memphis game, was the HBCU night, and I didn't go to HBCU, but I'm a part of fraternity Phi Beta Sigma, fraternity incorporated, and it was great to see them have like kind of middle of the third and the fourth quarter. They had all the fraternity sororities come out there and start strolling, and Ja was talking about it after, like as someone that went to a historically Black college. Ja did. So like to see that, he said that was giving him motivation to play better. So it's pretty dope to see him score 52 points on HBCU night. He's a guy that went to the HBCU. He's one of a star in the league. The only guy they really talked about a lot as an HBCU graduate is Robert Covington. A lot was like the poster boy because he was probably the best HBCU player in the league at the time for the past few years. And now, now it's Ja, and it was great for that night to be balling out and give him that type of motivation. I just love to see it. I love it. Black people,
stars were aligned.
I love it. It's just great, man. I guess it's great how much they're getting all the pub and things like that. I wish sometimes I went to I get mentioned of going to HBCU all the time because I went to Xavier University in Cincinnati and not in Louisiana. But every time I tell somebody I go to Xavier, they automatically assume Louisiana for obvious reasons.
Wait, I didn't even know there was two Xaviers.
Yeah, there's two. So, yeah. Well, every time I say, oh, yeah, I went to Xavier. Oh, the one in Louisiana? Sorry. No.
I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah. No, I mean, the stars were aligned. That's great that it worked out and you got a 50-piece. It's incredible.
So, the funny thing is, like a week ago, Jay Williams said this. So Jay Williams is usually a person you don't want to have on your team about things because
he has some trash takes. No offense to Jay, but he's terrible at his job. With all due respect, but his takes are just booty. Like, I don't know. It's like him and Skip Bayless should start a show and it should be like trash takes on ESPN. That would be hilarious. Are you playing the clip?
Yeah.
The Memphis Grizzlies are going to the NBA Finals. I go ahead and say it. I think the Memphis Grizzlies, let me say it again for you, are going to the NBA Finals. CP3 being out this year, 6 to 8 weeks with the hand injury. I know that the Golden State Warriors are absolutely stacked. But I'm telling you, Ja Morant, this team is 18-10 versus teams that are 500 or better. Yeah, I think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be there when it counts down the stretch. Mark it down. I'm saying it right now.
So you think that they're winning the West?
Yes.
Nope. Sorry.
Look at this. Let's talk about the multiple things that I feel are completely wrong about. First off, him saying the Warriors are stacked, which I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're stacked on paper, but as far as continuity and just like having everyone, healthy and firing at all cylinders, then I don't think they're necessarily. That's just my personal opinion.
Stacked to me is like on every single level. So his bad take for me is Memphis winning the West. Yesterday's game, they look. I just think the starters, without Dillard, I just can't see them making the finals. I just think if he comes back, maybe they have a chance to beat the Suns. And like you said, that's the Suns' weak spot. But I just can't see the Memphis Grizzlies. I don't think they're ready, top to bottom, to beat the Suns or the Warriors. And then like on this comment, the Warriors being stacked. The Warriors are good on paper, like you said. Stacked. When I hear stacked, I think like 1 through 5. They're just so solid.
Yeah, they ain't got no 5.
That 5 spot is and in that 4 spot, Draymond Green, I mean, he's great.
Yeah, Draymond Green's great. But is he healthy? And then is Clay healthy? Is that because he's been kind of mediocre, I'm not gonna lie.
Huh?
I mean, I don't want Clay to turn up on us if we end up playing each other, but he has been mediocre, I will say. Clay. And then Steph is shooting like what 30% for field goal percentage. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He is Steph's gonna be Steph, so you just gotta contain Steph. But yeah, back to Memphis. I think Memphis is really good. Yes, they'll be contenders. No, they won't win the West. And you can mark down my fucking words. You can bring it up later. You're just gonna just tell me, hey Josh, yeah, you were right about that, and I'll be like, yeah, I know, bitch. So that's what's gonna happen, and because it's more than just the hype train that wins the freaking West. It's you got to have experience. I hate to do that, but that was the card that was played on the Suns this whole time for the past like fucking 3 years. Is that you got to have playoff experience? I'm not saying that. I mean, they made
last year.
in the first
Memphis
round,
made
right?
last year. Yeah, they lost to the Jazz.
Yeah. So I mean, I just think that they just have a young squad, and it's gonna take a lot for them to win the West. Is it possible? Yes. Is it probable? No. So I just think that they just need a little bit more firepower. I don't think Steven Adams is it. No offense to Steven Adams. But yeah, Jaren Jackson, Desmond Bane, and Ja Morant are great. It would be great if they had what's his name back?
Dylan Brooks. Like I honestly believe without Dylan, man, there's sometimes like you need that second guy, and that Dylan Brooks is Ja's second guy. His and right now they're saying he's behind. He's already missed 3 to 5 weeks. He's behind on rehab.
He's only played like 2 weeks this whole NBA season, it seems.
Yeah, he's just behind. And they're talking about like he's like, what does they say? It said Dylan Brooks reported behind schedule and rehab, return delayed. So, and when we all know with teams that had guys that are injured, when you return from an injury and been gone for a while, it takes you a while to get into the mix and get you going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And get in a groove with everybody because everybody starts making this different type of groove up. And that's what we talked about with Clay. We all thought by now Clay would be back, like to being Clay. And he's not.
There's it's been up and down. He got like a 30 piece not that long ago. So, but yeah, the question is Desmond Bane and Jaren Jackson going to be there in consistency during the playoffs? Everyone knows Ja Morant's going to be there, right? He's a superstar. Right. But the players that the Memphis needs to rely on are Jaren Jackson and Desmond Bane. And can they keep their consistency at a high rate throughout the whole playoffs? I'm betting no. No offense, but it just comes with experience. Yeah, and I think that's what they're lacking.
And then you also had somebody else had a bad take. Who?
Yeah, so Stephen A. Smith and Kendrick Perkins were going at it again, screaming at each other. And basically, Kendrick Perkins called out Stephen A.'s. He had created a top 5 A list of who are the biggest threats in the NBA for the championship. And Stephen A. had, I think, the Nets at 3. Well, first he had the Warriors at 1.
Biggest threats in the NBA, you said, right? Biggest threats in the NBA. You went out for a little bit. Biggest threats in the NBA, yeah.
Biggest threats. And so he had the Warriors. Stephen A. had the Warriors at 1, which is a whole nother issue. But, I mean, I guess he's sticking with his pick. Stephen A. has chosen the Warriors as, winning it all. And he's continuing forth. And I know he always, like, after he says that, he always rolls his eyes because I know that he thinks the Suns are better. But I think he's just being consistent with his take. But then he had the Suns at number 2, and then he had the Nets at number 3. And that was the problem that Kendrick Perkins had. Kendrick Perkins is like, why do you have the Nets in the top 5? And it's because this is the reality of the NBA. And Kendrick Perkins, sir, you're wrong. You have to include the Nets. What?
Let's play.
All right, let's play it.
Why are the Brooklyn Nets on that list? Look, here's the thing. The Brooklyn Nets right now are in the same exact position that the Los Angeles Lakers are, Stephen A. They are in the tournament. We just got through talking about we don't even know if they're gonna make the playoffs.
We're just gonna stop that, bro. Like we
don't even know if they're gonna make the playoffs, dude.
Wait.
Hey, why don't you go? Just do me a favor, anyone listening right now, look up Kevin Durant's stats this season. The man is averaging 29 points, and he's back, baby. He's back. He's coming back this week. All right, and then guess what? Ben Simmons, as soon as he gets done wiping his butt or whatever, his back, whatever he's doing right now, just getting back in game shape, I'm sure he'll be back next week. And people forget Ben Simmons was a runner-up for Defensive Player of the Year not too long ago.
Not
and
too long
defense
ago.
is something that they need. And guess what? Seth Curry, they picked him up, great shooter. Kyrie Irving, they're going to figure that shit out. I don't know. They'll just pay the fine, whatever. He's still balling. I mean, the fact that the Nets are the team that I worry about the most right now. As a Suns fan, the Nets at full strength are the scariest team in the East, hands down, in my opinion. So I think that to keep them out of the top 5 is delusional. Like, yeah, they're struggling. They're what, in the 8th seed right now?
Yes.
Get it. But that's not the reality. That's when it comes down to the end of the season, the Nets are going to be within that top 3 of the standings, and they're going to be the biggest threat in the East. And it's
You got to think,
primarily because Kevin Durant. I mean,
yeah, for sure. It's
you
about
tell me if
Kevin
you don't think
Durant.
so.
He's averaging like you said, 29 points and everything like that. And for me, it's just like he has way more assets than he had before he got injured. Like, it was
Right.
great to have James. James gone. You're losing James got him Ben Simmons and Seth
A shooter,
Curry
another center.
and another center, and Andre Drummond. So it's like,
Yep.
and these are perfect guys for a Kevin Durant type of offense. Big dude that you can rebound, set really good screens. Beautiful. Seth Curry, another great scorer, can run off the ball, shoot off the ball, 2s and 3s. You know what I'm saying? That adds to the 3-pointer package that you have. Kyrie, unfortunately, the mandate did get lifted, but yes, there's another mini mandate that says you can't play. So you can be at the game, sit on the bench, but you cannot play still at home, which sucks, but they're going to figure that out. Like you said, though.
They'll figure it out. They'll pay the fine, whatever they got to do.
Yeah, it's hard for you to think that the Nets, who was inches away from beating the Bucks last year because of KD's shoe size, you know what I'm saying, can't beat the only team that I truly believe is the best team in the East, which is the Bucks. A lot of Miami Heat fans might have some words. They're first in the East right now, things like that. I just,
they're good. I think
they're good. Yeah, I'm saying they're good. Well, I'm not going to say that the Miami Heat are not good. They just got a really tough week coming ahead of them. But I just believe the Bucks right now, like full strength, you just saw them destroy. I mean, Giannis had 20 points in 26 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Or 26 points, 20, whatever it is, but he's just killing it. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly believe the Nets are a big threat. If they're fully healthy, you know what I'm saying? That's usually how I think about it. If a team is fully healthy, I believe they're very, very dangerous. And the Nets are one of those teams. And I off of the top 5, Warriors, Suns, Nets, Bucks, Heat. Yeah, it's got to be Suns, Nets for me. And then Bucks, and then Warriors, and then the Heat.
Yeah.
That's my 5.
I think it's gonna be the Suns and Nets, honestly, in the finals. That's what it's gonna be.
You've seen the Sixers play the first 2 games, 2-0 with Harden.
Yep.
Have you changed you wanted them to make the trade? They finally made a trade. It happened. Harden's there. Do you see the duo is really nice looking like they're shooting a ton of free throws?
Right.
Maxi's wide open. These players are talking about how they've never been this open in their lives and things like that, which I understand. For me, I'm like, bro, like, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
That's my take, is essentially it's like Philly fans, just let's relax a little.
Ben Simmons was your point guard. That's why nobody was open. Yes, you got James. This is, you got James Harden. Yeah. So yes, you're gonna be open. We got it. We knew that coming into it.
It's a new thing. It's a new player. We get it. And I'm saying, like, let them have their moment. Like, let Sixers fans be excited. Rightfully so. I think they did get better. I think the Sixers did get better.
Both teams got better.
But the question is, are you better than your competitors in the East? And that's what's going to be the reality. And that's going to be tough to bear come playoffs, is that, it's great. You guys are good. You guys are one of the top teams in the East, but the East is very competitive right now. So did you make the Nets better with that trade? Yeah, you got better, but did you make the Nets much better? Yes, you did. So here's my thing, is that it would be hilarious if the Nets end up playing the Sixers in the playoffs and end up losing. Because I don't think the Sixers are yes, they're good, but are they coming out? And are they going to be the Eastern Conference Finals
3-game winning streak.
I don't think so.
They will play the Celtics in the first round, which is a very, very difficult out right now. The Celtics are looking, they starting to get it together. And which the funny thing is that people didn't talk about the Celtics like they talk about other teams that get new coaches. They always assume they suck, they're not gonna make the playoffs. Da, 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 da. I'm like, yo, like let them get this new formula down and new everything in, get some new players, get some new pieces.
The Celtics are booty though. Come on, they ain't good.
I mean, I still see them as a threat.
They're a threat because they have Jason Tatum and
Jaylen Brown.
And those players are amazing. But
and you come in there playing whack.
They don't have enough to beat anyone. They're losing in the first round. The Celtics.
If
they need a third player.
Yeah.
They need a third player. Honestly, if they were able to get somehow like a Bradley Beal or like someone without giving up Jaylen Brown, or if they are able to get like another superstar, and I think that would be amazing. Like a 1-2-3 right there. Ooh.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to play I don't think they ever play the 76ers again for the rest of the season. The last thing they played the Sixers before they got Harden, and they beat them by 48 points.
Yeah, that was wild. Yeah, I mean, when both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are hitting, it's hard to beat the Celtics. But
it is.
Like you can't just rely on two players.
You can, but
yeah.
I mean,
the Suns.
I think the Derek White though pickup was really good for them. They needed.
I like Derek White. He plays good defense.
And he's a good point guard, and that's what Jalen and Jason needed. They needed a solid point guard. Marcus Smart couldn't play point guard anymore. That's just wasn't. No. That was not the move.
He's a 6-man. I mean,
so we got to get into our teams. You know what I'm saying? Got to get in our teams. I would start with 3-game winning streak that we're on, which is crazy. We're on a winning streak, and the Suns are on a losing streak. Oh no, the walls are crumbling down. The Suns are... But anyway, the Clippers 3-game winning streak, play the Rockets again, so we should be on a 4-game winning streak today. It was a close one last time, but we're playing them again, and we usually the second time we play a team in 3 days, we usually play much better, unless we're playing the Minnesota Timberwolves, who have the best offense in 2022. Another random stat.
Yeah, which is wild. If only they had some defense, But hey, shout out to Fauché. I know you listen to our podcast, and we got Timberwolves love here.
Good job, guys. You guys are winning in the playoffs right now.
Offensive rating in the NBA. Let's go, Timberwolves. On the map.
Welcome back.
But back to a real team. Suns. They are struggling a bit. I think we just have to make some adjustments. I mean, I expected this. I expected us not to be obviously without Chris Paul, we're going to struggle at first because we have to figure out all our different roles, and then we also are missing campaign. So we're missing both our starting and our backup point guard. Aaron Holiday's having to step up, and who's that? Is that Lily?
Yeah, it's Lily.
What's up, Lily?
What you doing?
Hi.
Mommy, you took the last bread.
I took the last bread.
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Oh, okay. Yes, you did.
So what do you want me to do then?
You have to get some more.
Okay, I'll go buy some more bread. Okay.
Get on that shit.
Eat it all up so you can have none.
Okay, that's what about me? Why can't I have any?
Yeah, I took the last one.
Oh, you took the last one.
Oh, you got the last one. What you got on that bread? What you got on the bread? You got some butter and some jam? Ew. You like jam?
You do like jam.
I see you eating jam all the time.
No.
Okay. No. We're talking basketball. Did you have any basketball takes?
Yeah. Who do you like? Who do you like this year? To the Suns.
Poop.
No, okay. All right. There we go. That's who's winning the championship.
You know what? That is a big contender in the East right
now. Mine or yours?
Mine.
Then what you doing? You gonna sit out here and eat? Okay. Anywho.
Okay. Yeah. So, anyways, the Suns, they are struggling, and rightfully so. I mean, we're missing our Chris Paul, the point guard, and other players are gonna have to step up. Like Markell Bridges and DeAndre Ayton, they're gonna have to be a little bit more selfish. You're not really if DeAndre Ayton's gonna get the ball down low. you can't be passing it. You can't be dishing it out. You know, I get that was part of the offense back when Chris Paul was playing. We had a little bit more strength, but now it's just one of those things that like you got to be selfish. You got to take that shot. You know, same thing with Mikal Bridges. Like if you're near the basket, you got to shoot that. You know, so I think that's one of the things that we'll have to work on in order to like at least maintain a 500 record for this last portion of the season. You know, I think we'll still be all right. I think it'll still be in the first seed. But we're just gonna have to be a little bit. Some players are just gonna have to be a little bit more selfish moving forward.
Yeah, and I think
Jay Crowder. You see that pass? Did you see that pass? You think I wasn't gonna bring that up? Did you?
What?
The Jay Crowder pass. Did you see that?
Oh no, I did not.
So there was like 5 seconds left, and we
Right.
were down by 3, and we had a chance to tie it to go to overtime. And for some reason we didn't call a timeout. I don't understand that. So we kept going, and I guess it was to avoid a foul. So we just kept playing, and Jay Crowder was at half court and tried to pass it to Devin Booker and just shanked it, just like threw it right into the NBA stands into like the 5th row, and then that was the ball game. Like it wasn't even close. It was like Devin Booker, if he would have jumped as high as he could, he still wouldn't have been able to catch his ball.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness!
So he just threw it out of left field and just totally shanked. And yeah, it was really terrible. But move forward. I mean, whatever. I mean, I think we got a little bit of a cushion. I think we'll be all right. We just have to get a little selfish.
Y'all got 6-game cushion, and I think you got like how many games left? Maybe 15.
15, something like that. Yeah.
And you got like obviously you got the Kings. Yeah, I think. That's what I wanted to mention. Yeah, the Suns have one of the 3 easiest schedules to end the season.
Yeah, I like that.
So like,
it's because we had a tough season in the beginning.
Yeah, no problem. That's what I'm saying. Y'all had a tough season, but now you got the easiest ending, so kind of can cruise to it. But this gives a chance for other guys to step up and find their scoring abilities, passing abilities.
DeAndre Ayton, you got to shoot that thing.
Yeah, Ayton has always been like catching, like, if I ain't got my shot, that's why he's been so quick on the inside. He catches it, he goes up. If he got it or not, goes up and he throws it back out. But now he has to learn that if he gets it down low, he can hold on to it for a little bit.
Hold on to that.
There's no Chris Paul to throw the ball right back out. Somebody's not going to create immediately for you or for somebody else. You gotta do your thing. You gotta.
I mean, here's my thing with Ayton, dude. No one can stop you. No one can stop you. The MVP last year, Jokic. He crushed Jokic in that playoff series. We swept them, and Ayton just like was doing a tremendous job of getting rebounds and scoring against the MVP. So it's just like, remember that. Like, no one can stop you down low. Don't get intimidated by any of these centers, So I just want him to be more selfish and just be more aggressive. And I think we'll be all right. Like, I need Ayton to score 25 a game. I need that.
That's a big ask. That's a big ask.
Is it though? Because he's very capable of doing it.
Oh, he's very capable of doing it. He can definitely do that. He can definitely do it. And I feel like, y'all got it. Y'all going to be first. So it ain't really no problem there. The Clippers, man, you just want us. Personally, I just want us to stay in the play, not get out of the play. I mean, Minnesota, once again, having a great offense. I just want us to try to keep getting this winning streak and keep it going. I think for me, if we beat the teams we're supposed to beat, we should be good on the way out. And I believe that, that the Timberwolves just can't keep it together. That's just my honest truth. I said, I believe we can beat the Rockets. We can beat the Lakers. We can beat the Knicks. The Warriors might be a little difficult, but the Wizards, Hawks, Pistons, Cavs, Raptors, all these teams, I believe we can beat.
You think the Clippers can beat the Cavs?
Ooh. Cavs, I don't know. We got to be on it.
Calm it down there. Let's tone it down just a little bit.
That might be a little much. But I feel like in the next 10 games, we should win 8 out of the 10. That's how confident I am right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really? Are you confident too?
All right. Are you a Clippers fan? All right.
No, she's a Suns.
See you later. Take your food.
Bye, Lily.
No, she's not going nowhere. She over here just playing horns and stuff. Oh man.
All right.
But as you guys can see, and all the people listening, she is perfectly fine. No bleed.
College world.
Already forgot about it.
Yeah. So and then let's dive into let's close it out with the positive note.
Yeah, keep a
At the
positive
end.
note. My positive note is my daughter's feeling much better. But
Great.
all right, there we go. Hold on.
And then let's also give some credit to my boy Markell Fultz.
Yes.
He came back after only playing 8 games last year, and he had torn his ACL. He seems like he just plagued with injuries his whole career. He, this is his 5th year in the NBA, and he's only played a total of 114 games. So that's depressing. But he, logged a solid 16-minute, 10-point stat line yesterday as his first game back this year, and just happy for him. Markell Fultz drafted number 1 way back, and had some issues with his shots, had some injury issues. But I hope he gets back, because I do like Markell Fultz's game. I think that he is a great passer. He's very elusive, and he's good. He's good. He's a good ball player. So I mean, I think the Magic are better with him, and they got a little bit of a squad there. At full strength. They got some young bloods. They got Jalen Suggs. They got Cole Anthony.
Mm-hmm.
They got Markell Fultz. They got Jonathan Isaac. People forget about Jonathan Isaac. They got Franz Wagner. They got like a young squad there in Orlando.
I'm sorry. I definitely started not listening because are you really going down a roster of the Orlando Magic?
Bro, they have a fun young squad. So I'm ending it on a positive note. All right. Shout out to Orlando. Your team
is not getting on an outlandish note. I mean, positive note is Markell Fultz being back, winning 10, scoring 10 points, But let's not talk about the
It's
Magic.
a celebration of player and team. All right.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. Let's keep it positive.
Let's keep positive. This is our closing statement. This is our closing segment. We're trying to be positive. All about a kumbaya moment.
And thank you for listening to Chasing Chips podcast. I am Charles. That is Josh. Please, subscribe, follow on Chasing Chips Pod. You listen to the podcast on everything: Apple, Stitcher, Google, all that thing. We appreciate y'all. You said what?
MySpace.
We're getting MySpace
going.
Oh yeah, Pandora.
Yeah,
look at that Pandora back.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's go. You could download the torrent on LimeWire if you want. We got it up
Bear
on
share, Kazam.
All right. Just let me know. Let me know what you want. I got it.
I mean, if you're on Napster too, I mean, you do get the most money for your streams on Napster, which is people don't know.
Maybe we need to recalculate our value proposition. Trying to recalculate how we stream our shit now. Not so much on Apple, more on MySpace and Kazam. Retro, maybe cassettes. Maybe we go back to cassettes.
CDs.
No, CDs too high technology. It's too much. We gotta go back to cassettes.
Get the Walkmans going.
There you go.
They're like, what are they talking about?
All right.
Bye.
Later, y'all. Peace.